Today in the life of Phyllis Dixey, one of Britain's wartime stars.
Good morning everyone, how you doing? It's Paul here from Unusual Things. Now today we are in Epsom Cemetery, Epsom in Surrey, and we've come to find the final resting place of a lady by the name of Phyllis Dixey. Bit of a naughty lady, if you know what I mean. I'll tell you a little bit more about her real soon, but she caused some controversy, I can never say that word, controversy in her younger years, of course, when she was alive, and she was a little bit of a sort of forces entertainer. Well, she was a forces entertainer, but she also upset a lot of politicians and a lot of people of well-to-do status. And we usually know why people like that get upset, don't we? I'll tell you a bit more about her real soon. Don't forget, if you like the video, there's a grass cutter in the background, so I'm just sort of hovering out of the way. If you like the video today, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, maybe subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a penny at all. And hit that notification bell. Just a little reminder as well, for those of you that do ask, I do have a merch store on the YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube, scroll along on the homepage and you'll see merch store there. And I am still doing the GoFundMe for the United States. If you've not heard of that before, I set up a GoFundMe because I'd like to go out to America and do this over there. I know lots of people do it. I know lots of American videos do it, channels, blah, blah, blah. But I want to go and put my spin on it. And I'm hoping to raise the funds via a GoFundMe page. So there's no pressure. You don't have to do anything. I don't expect you to. All I want you to do is just watch the videos. That's all I ask from you guys and gals. If we raise the funds, we'll go. But yeah, if you like the video today, please shut up, Mr. Grass Cutter. Then give us a thumbs up. And I'll tell you a little bit more now about Phyllis Dixey. Phyllis Dixey, 10th of February 1914 to the 2nd of June 1964, was an English singer, actress and dancer. Her earlier career was as a singer in variety shows in Britain. Phyllis Selina Dixey was born in Merton, Surrey to Ernest Dixey and Phyllis Selina Haycroft. She had one elder brother, Ernest Dixey, born 1912. In 1938, she married Jack Tracy. She was Britain's most famous stripper and fan dancer, especially during the war. She was once billed as the girl the Lord Chamberlain banned. Her show Peekaboo ran into trouble with various authorities while on tour. One magistrate cleared her of charges of appearing in an indecent show when told that she always appeared with her body covered in liquid silk. In 1942, she formed her own company of girls and rented the Whitehall Theatre in London to put a revue called the Whitehall Follies. This was the first striptease show put on in the West End of London, but not the first show to have nude studies, as the Windmill Revues were already in existence. She stayed at the Whitehall for the next 5 years, producing the Peekaboo Revues. Her performance was at the time considered artistic, and she thought that it was an art form. She was known as the Queen of Striptease. She appeared in 2 films, Love Up the Pole, 1936, and Dual Alibi, 1946. By 1947, the tastes of London's audience had changed, and Phyllis Dixey was forced to return to the provinces. She was not able to adapt to the direction that the public required, leaving the stage in the late 1950s bankrupt. In the early 1960s, she worked as a cook at Loseley Park near Guildford. She died of cancer in 1964, aged 50 years old, in Epsom, Surrey. Her life was portrayed in British television film The One and Only Phyllis Dixey, 1978, in which she was played by Leslie Ann Down. It was written by Philip Purser. In 2011, English Heritage made plans to erect a blue plaque at Dixey's former home in Wentworth Court in Surbiton. However, the installation of the plaque was turned down by the Residents' Association of the building due to the proposed title Striptease Artist being used on the plaque. So there's all the information there on Phyllis Dixey. What a life she led, you know, and causing a little bit of controversy. I love that. I think it's amazing when you get these characters of the past, these people of history that stir up the crap. for the authorities. I think it's brilliant. I really do. I think it's great. So I love people like that. I think they're really worth looking into, and their history and what they did and what they stood for and all the rest of it. So yeah, if you've ever heard or never heard of her before, make sure you leave a comment down below, won't you? Anyway, this is quite a nice big cemetery. So I'm still having a look around, as I always do, whilst I'm talking about the person that I've come to see. Now I've got to show you this, ladies and gentlemen, because wow, some of these graves here are amazing. For some reason I can't press turn around whilst I'm filming, so I'll just show you like this. Look, I don't know if you can see that. It's like a picture of a gentleman there with a cigarette in his mouth. I'll turn it around, hold on 2 seconds. Wow, what a picture. What an amazing, beautiful grave. And look over here as well. So sad. So many pictures. Wow. It's amazing, isn't it? When you look at, I know sometimes I like to stop and have a look at the different headstones, because the amount that people, time and effort, obviously money as well, that people put into loved ones' headstones and memorial. I think it's really, really fantastic to look at. And you know, like I've always said before, you can have a look and just see, you know, sadly, little girl there, 10 and a half. It's awful when you read those ones. But then you look at what the family's done for her and you think, wow, just beautiful, really. This is probably, how can I word this? This is probably the only section I've seen in any cemetery at all where there's so many, like 20, 30, I know there's kids there as well, but like 20, 30-year-olds all in one place. And the names are different, so I don't think they're related in any way, shape or form, but when you just look and you see some of their ages, I've never seen that before in a cemetery where they're so clustered together in terms of younger people. And the headstones are beautiful, and there's photos all over them, and that's what drew my attention, was looking at the photos. And again, you always think, poor families having to lose younger members of their families, and I know many of you have as well, because you've messaged me in the past where you've lost children, brothers, sisters, all at a young age. And you know, my heart goes out to you and to those people there, because no parent should ever have to bury their child, ever, ever, ever. And it's something that I've never experienced, but I can't even begin to fathom what that must be like for a parent, not in a million years. So if you are someone that's lost a child, then my heart does, well, you know, brothers, sisters, anything, you know, my heart goes out to you. Anyway, we'll carry on now and we'll try and find the final resting place of Phyllis Dixey. So I've been having a good look around for Phyllis's grave, and you know what? I think I found it. Now, I was told it was in the Y section, but as I've looked around, this isn't the Y section, but can you see those two towers over there? Like gate entrances. I saw that in a photo, and then I matched it up and I was like, it's got to be along here somewhere, and there it is, look. There we go. In grateful, loving memory of Phyllis Dixey, by her husband Jack Tracy, Uncle Norman and son Norman N. Wadia. Died the 2nd of June 1964, aged 50 years old. So there we have the final resting place of Phyllis Dixey, and what a short but amazing life she led. So bless you, Phyllis, thank you. And she's a film star as well. She's been in a couple of films, and they made a TV series about her in the 70s. So bless you, Phyllis, thank you so much. So there we have it, the final resting place there of Phyllis Dixey, and what a very short but extravagant life she led there.
These are some of the limbering up exercises she goes through to keep her limbs supple and her figure in trim for the day's work.
Like a bird on a I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small.
You know, like I said earlier on, I love it when you get these characters, these people in life that just stir the pot a little bit. Like the other lady I can't remember her name, Madeline, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, who was an adult film actress, and you know, she stirred the old pot with the establishment, didn't she? I think it's great. Got to, haven't you? You also live by rules all their life. Anyway, I've just been speaking to a lovely lady back there whose parents are buried, and she was saying that this is a big travelling community because Epsom, like, so it's near the race course. So earlier on I was looking at the graves and I was thinking there's a lot of younger people here with their pictures on it, and she was saying that there's a big travelling community of people which are buried here, which is fantastic because, you know, they really respect the people that they've lost in terms of the headstones and the pictures and things like that, and it really tells the story of their lives, which is it's interesting to read. Sometimes you get a catch, you know, get your imagination sparks and you think, wow, okay. But yeah, lovely lady. So I don't know if she'll watch this. I did tell her about the channel, so hello if you are, and thank you for having a chat this morning. Anyway, that's it for me in Epsom Cemetery. Beautiful place. Like I said, if you're aware of Phyllis, like she, you know, she was in a couple of films. I don't know if it's the BBC, but there was a drama about her that was made, and you know, so she's obviously of some significance to the acting world as well. So it's just starting to rain now, and I'm waffling on for the sake of it. Don't forget, if you like the video today, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. Now, of course, there is a little church in the middle of the cemetery here. We will go and have a look. Do you know what? It's like a real nice autumn morning. I know it's summer, we're still in July, the end of July, but it's just got that feel where the temperature drops. It's a bit dark, rainy. It's my favourite time of year. You know exactly why, don't you? It's just that feel to it, you know. So we will go and see if we can get into the church before it starts absolutely chucking it down, which it feels like it's going to do any moment. Okay, here we go. It's a Saturday morning. It is 8:27. Let's see if we have any luck. Yeah. Rubbish. That will be a no then. It says, to all those we lost through the COVID-19 pandemic, never forgotten. Nice little bench there for it. And I've got to show you this because I just clocked it out of the corner of my eye, which I find really bizarre. Look at that. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen one like that before, where a lady sort of sat reading a book. Charles Frederick and Clara Ellen, is that? Florence Mabel, looks like Herbert Gordon. No, this looks like there's maybe a few family members there, but just had to film it because it looks a bit weird. Anyway, just been speaking to the grass cutter, didn't get his name. Hopefully got another viewer. So hello Mr. Grass Cutter, that's you in the background behind me, if you can see. He's working hard, bless him. It's just started to rain, so yeah, got to thank him because he gave me some directions as to what section Y section was in. Anyway, that's it for me. I'll see you all soon. Take it easy. Ta-ra.